Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now, 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Jaguars going up against the Browns.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns. That'll be taken in the end zone. First carry for Derrick Henry. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Second down following the run. Kaiser toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Check three.
Shift together here from the D-line. To throw is Kaiser. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to get this one across the 45. Before he's brought down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the I get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Kaiser. And Robinson with a big catch. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson, 48 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll make that very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Following the interception, Kaiser has set up the screen for Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Let's go. Ohio.
A give to Henry. Powers through him. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go. Let's round.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a 1st down.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Let's go.
2nd and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the...
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. He'll drop to throw. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
He'll look to throw. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He's got a man. Complete. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Ohio, here we go! Ohio!
After the penalty, it's Henry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. But winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game. But when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll throw here. Kaiser trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off here the 32. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to... go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. A first down carry here for Johnson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, it might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw here. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And it's third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And up past the 35, a very good return, but a penalty down. That may negate all the good work. Henry, and an alley to run, and he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here we go.
Kaiser now to throw on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Danielle Hunter in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Here we go, Ohio. Flick round. Let's go.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down. 13 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Hold that thought, Mr. Ridley. We've got a trip to the title game on the line. Folks are eager to get right back to the action. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now a handoff. Johnson. And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
He'll look to throw. And he's got Moncrief. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a play fake here on first down. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Gonzalez puts this one through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now, and he's accounted for all 9 of their points thus far.
And he's definitely keeping them afloat. But we say it so often, field goals are not going to win you games in the National Football League. They've got to find ways to start capitalizing when they get down near the red zone.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Being chased out left. Gets this up across the 20 to the 21 or 22. Did show some power on that run, breaking the tackle. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. 6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Do you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Ohio. 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 Let's go. Ohio. Ohio.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go.
From the gun, Kaiser. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. Back now here on EA Sports. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go.
Henry running right. Wiggins free. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Again, it's Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down. And now out come the Jags. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now it's Henry. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Kaiser now. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. A big play there. 42 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! 6 guys! Here we go!
Play action now. Kaiser. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Flex round! Here we go! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Henry. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Danielle Hunter in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And Myers able to knock it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So you knew one way or another that you needed 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll need to get the ball back.
So, Brandon, the question is, how do you accomplish that? You can onside kick it, or remember, since you've got all 3 timeouts, you can still kick it deep and try to play defense.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Watch it now. Here we go now. Leopard! Hurry up.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
All right, here we go. Green!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now back to throw toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. And they're moving.